This man decides to settle every score of his life, all at once. He meticulously engineers a plan to get everyone who ever did him dirty on the exact same flight. At first, his cheating ex-girlfriend is totally clueless, but when her seatmate strikes up a conversation, she learns something that gives her the chills. This bald guy doesn't just know her ex. He was the professor who failed him on his thesis defense. The professor laughs, saying the guy's project was total trash and failing him was basically a favor. A moment later, an older woman listening nearby just has to chime in. Turns out, she was his homeroom teacher back when he had to repeat a year in college. She doesn't mince words, calling him the absolute worst student she'd ever had. As the stories keep coming, a guy in the row ahead recognizes the teacher. He was her student too and even bunked with the man in their dorm. He remembers him clearly because the poor dude was super timid and always getting pushed around. Just as the old teacher sighs about the wild coincidences, a hotel manager joins the chat. He used to be the man's boss, but after the guy kept getting into fights with guests, he had to can him. Now, even the professor feels that something is seriously off. And sure enough, in the next moment, more passengers start speaking up. A chilling realization spreads through the cabin. Every single person on this plane has a story about the same man. Meanwhile, the flight attendant tries the cockpit door. It's locked. Her face goes pale. She turns to the passengers and drops a bomb. None of them are here by accident. It turns out, their mutual acquaintance is the flight attendant. Right after takeoff, he walked into the cockpit with a cup of coffee and never came back out. The door is locked from the inside and there's zero response. Chances are the pilots pissed him off too. As the passengers freak out, the intercom crackles to life. It's his voice. At that moment, his ex finally confesses she cheated on him with his best friend, who, what do you know, is sitting just a few rows back. The man on the intercom coldly says they can go to hell together because he has no clue how to fly a plane. His amateur moves cause the jet to lurch violently. The horrifying reality finally sets in. But the person who looks the most guilty is an old man, the ex's former shrink. He had kept price gouging him for therapy until the man couldn't afford it anymore. It was his greed that pushed his patient off the deep end. Cut to an elderly couple sunbathing on their porch. Suddenly, a cold dread washes over them. His parents could never have imagined that while other kids drive home to visit, their son would be flying a whole-ass plane back.